Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. It helps the channel immensely. I want to have a quick shout out to our American and Australian friends who have been watching some of our videos. I hope you enjoy them and continue to do so. Okay, this clip you're watching now as we open, it's on a school run in the morning. And it's about impatience and stupidity and a bit of silliness and just awareness overall here that we have to watch out for. Now, there's a school on the right hand side. People will be crossing the road. There's a zebra crossing there, look, but they decide not to cross there just as we're coming up. That car is pulling out. There's parents with a couple of children there. Could have used the crossing, decided not to. So as we gently move on, cars now you find in double parking, which makes it rather awkward. I mean, they're going on the opposing side of the road. Really shouldn't be doing, but they're obviously just dropping off the kids and they're doing what they have to do. But we have to be aware of this all the time as we carefully go past them. Get back to our side of the road again. There's another zebra crossing ahead. That's where people could be crossing if they have to get to the school. We're just going to have a little look at the back camera and you'll see in the distance a motorbike come up road. It's one of our little ticket inspectors who likes to stamp tickets on all parked cars or where they're inappropriately parked. He can't wait to get past us. Look, he tries to dive up on the inside. He's not paying attention. There's a car there, mate. Yeah? No, you can't go that way. So, not really paying attention to get past us. So as we gently go past the vehicles, he stays behind and he turns off a little bit further up the road. More people crossing the road when they could have used the zebra crossing. Not too clever, but as long as you're not nice and slow, these things can be spotted early. Okay, on to the next clip. This is some rather silly, impatient driving. As we approach this roundabout, you can see by the lanes there, the left there is left only, and the other two lanes are so people can go straight on, which is the middle lane. And as we're approaching the roundabout, we slow down as there's a van coming from the right. We keep trickling forward so we can feed in afterwards, and very nicely done. So as we're going across, just as we pass, we're indicating left to say we're leaving here now. Nice distance from the van, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that happens. Mr. Impatient indeed, who decides to overtake us on the roundabouts. You'll get a view from the back camera now so you can actually fully appreciate the impatience there of that particular individual and the car that follows him. As we go to the back camera, you'll see that on approach, the car is keeping a nice distance. No problem whatsoever. We're coming down to the roundabout. He does nothing as we come around to the roundabout, takes good position. No problem whatsoever. What gets in his bonnet, I absolutely don't know. There it is, fine as it goes, just as you get into the roundabout. As you saw from the front camera, we weren't holding him up, but he's got to go around the outside, blocking the left-hand lane if somebody was coming down that way, but to go around us. And this guy doesn't fare much better than the guy in the white car. So as the white car, as you saw, did go past us and cut us up, this guy intended to do exactly the same thing, only he didn't make it around. Did he expect us to stop them in the middle of a roundabout so he could push in? I don't think so. Some very, very poor and impatient driving there indeed. Okay, in this clip here, we've got two Mr. Impatients again, the white car there and the car directly behind, messing with each other. Thankfully, we didn't get too much involved in that. I always appreciate when that's not happening around us. But he goes to undertake the white car. The white car then pulls right in front of him. He has to brake. And then as the white car carries on, he goes back to the right-hand lane again. But the thing that gets me is this car in front here. Why undertake? He's turning left here. Why the high-risk manoeuvre? Why the impatience? Just thankfully it wasn't behind us or involved us on that particular occasion. But we have to be aware of this again as we're driving around. There is that white car in the front on the right-hand side. And even as he moves off, he gets away quite quickly. And he goes down the road and has no intention of getting over to the left lane. He just literally just stays where he is and carries on into the distance. Again, impatience. Okay, in this clip here is the vehicle behind, another Mr. Impatient. Now we're going through a section of road. It's a 30 mile per hour road, But it's a lot of hazards. There's a zebra crossing coming up. Look, a van looking to come out. There's a cyclist there. There's parked cars on the left-hand side. So my pupil is being extra cautious just going through here at what they felt was a relevant speed for what the hazards were around them. Some cars very close as they were passing. Cyclists, everything. Once we get past all of these hazards, the road clears up and my pupil then decides to pick up a bit of speed and get up to some normal speed. And here's the problem. There they go, Mr. Impatient. Even with parked cars on the other side of the road, they go to pass us. Look how close they are to that vehicle there. We're doing 18 at this moment in time. What if we were doing 22, 23 as we're picking up to speed? How would that have passed that black car? I'm not sure they would. So the onus would have been on me and or my pupil to react and probably brake hard at that point to accommodate that stupid behaviour, passing for no particular reason and for no real gain. Yeah, not very good there. Again, impatience. Okay, this clip here is in Morden. And there's another Mr. Impatient again. Now, both lanes here with that van and that silver car, they're both going straight on. But the vehicles to the right of us, as you see, are following the one-way system. Where we are, we intend to turn right a bit further up. And you'll see the car coming up on the right hand side, the one in question. There he is, Mr. Impatient. You might be thinking at the moment he's not doing anything wrong. No, he's going rather quick, but he's going where we're going. So why is he there? We're right at traffic lights. You'll see the front camera in a minute. That'll make things nice and clear. There he goes, shooting past us. When we move on to the front camera, as you see, we're going now across the traffic lights and in through a yellow box. And we're in now a right only turn lane. Now if you look for the front camera, you'll get a better perspective. Now you see the queue of the cars on the left patiently keeping in their lane because they're going in a completely different direction. As we're approaching these lights, you can see there's a queue on the right. Now that car in question would have seen this queue. We're standing behind the white line. We don't want to stop on a crossing or the yellow box itself. Now as the traffic moves on, we now decide to move and he shoots across right to the right hand side. The thing was there, imagine if that opened up a box and we would across the yellow box there and he shoots across. We'd actually get stuck there inappropriately because his impatient behaviour. Very poor indeed. Now on this clip here, this is about negotiating parked vehicles. When can you go, when can you not go? Now learners, they're learning, they're not perfect. And they have to make these decisions, hopefully safely. If not so, I would step in. Now on the car in question is a bit further down the road, but as you can see, as we're driving down, we're negotiating the cars come the other way, and when we see them, we take the necessary action we think is appropriate. And on this occasion, we pull into the left. We think it's the right thing to do with the post office there on the right, the parcel force, waiting for these to pass. Now as we move forward on down the road, there is a situation that will occur where the pupil takes the decision that the car was far enough away to continue. Now whether that decision's right or wrong, what the person shouldn't be doing the other way, if we have got it wrong, is to try and push through and ignore the learner who, or any driver for that matter, is making that decision. Here comes the car. Could we have got into that gap on the left? Maybe yes, maybe no, depending on the speed, but we felt the car was far enough away. So as we get closer, we think yes, we can go through, but all that car had to do was slow down a bit, see that we're trying to negotiate these cars on the left hand side and get through the other side. But what did the car do? No, it just couldn't even slow down for a second to let us go, irrespective that we may or may not have made a mistake. Why make it contentious and conflict on the road? And absolutely no reason to get confrontational there at all. Held back for about an extra second would have just done the job. Really silly, really. Very simple one, this. Leading up the road, van behind us in question. We are doing the speed limit. He does not need to pass us. We're in the right hand lane because we're coming up to a roundabout a bit further up the road. So we're preparing to negotiate that roundabout to the right. Now you saw the van there try and undertake us. You get a front view here as we're moving on. We're staying to the right hand side on this question, just a little bit further up there. We're preparing to go right around the roundabouts. We're keeping up with the speed limit. We and not holding anybody up, but still people have to undertake. No reason for it at all. Then he's braking, of course, and then he moves out with one flash of the indication. It's just sort of kind of impatient driving, which is unnecessary, as he seems to be going the same direction as us. Again, we're looking at impatience again, spatial awareness. As my learner turns down here, he's got to pass his cars on the left. A van comes the other way, could have slowed down, give us loads and loads of room, could see us coming, look, could have just stopped there really. But no, they closed the gap down between that and the left van on the left here. We've got to go really, really slow to get through here. He's not leaving us a lot of room, and it's so unnecessary. And as we creep through, you'll have a look from the side. He could have actually stopped anywhere there, really, giving us loads of room. A little look at the back camera, and you'll see as we come down the road, it's quite tight as we come through. And the whole process, actually, this car holds back, of course, as it saw the van after we'd already committed, and we're creeping through this gap where this van is. And as we're getting through, I mean, there it is, look, and it's not a lot. And again, it's impatience. It's so unnecessary. I wish some people would just have a bit more respect for a learner. Their spatial awareness is not the best. They are learning, and they get better as they go on. But doing that just intimidates and basically gets rather annoying and frustrating. Okay, it's this guy for me. Out of all the clips, I just purely because he's an arrogant driver, pushing in, high risk driving, no time for learners at all, and I have no time for people like him on the road. So this is the driver for me out of all these clips. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. It does help the channel a lot, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye bye for now.